Hi there, Sean and Allison here from Spoken Garden, and we can't wait to show you this new plant we're growing.
Yeah, we want to talk to you about a new plant we're growing called Lofos, and it's a really fun plant. It's a climbing plant, and it's got tendrils. It's really fun to grow.
So pretty.
Yeah, it's already starting to grab onto stuff, so it's going to be exciting to show you this. So these new plants, Lofos and Lofos Compact, are from Suntory flowers. We have both the series. We have the regular Lofos and we've got the Lofos Compact. Now they're basically the same plant, except the Lofos Compact grow about half the size. They're super dense, and they grow a little bit shorter, but they're still just as beautiful as the regular Lofos. Now, both of these Lofos series are also known as creeping gloxinia. That's just one of their common names. But these are trailing vines. They like to grow on things. They like to actually climb too. Now, both of these plants have trumpeted shaped flowers and they grow vigorously. They've been bred to grow this way. They grow really fast. And this is great because it'll fill in your containers really quickly in the late spring, early summer. Like you can see right here, we've got one of them right back here. This is the rose. This is the compact rose. And isn't this gorgeous? Look how dense this has grown in here. This is about maybe 3 weeks worth of growth, and we gave them a little bit of fertilizer, but besides that, it's just been regular watering, and look at them. Now, Lofos is in the plantain family, and for all you Latin lovers out there, that's Plantagenaceae. I think I said that right. These Lofos from Suntory flowers are grown as annuals, but they are hardy in zones 10A to 11B, the regular Lofos, and the compact series is hardy in zones 9A to 11B, so there's one more level down, one more zone down for the compact series, and that makes it kind of fun. Now, even though these are sold and grown as annuals, if you're like us, you're going to try to probably overwinter these to see if they survive in your garden. We're definitely going to try that. These plants love to grow in partial sun to full sun, so that gives a lot of variety where you can grow them in your garden. So both the regular Lofos and the compact series will grow to about 8 to 12 inches tall. The regular Lofos will grow 18 to 24 inches wide, and the compact series will grow anywhere from 8 to 12 inches wide.
All right, we're at a new location in our garden where we have a basket with some beautiful hanging Lofos. We actually have this container back here on this tall pedestal, if you can see, but it was kind of hard to move, so we just brought it out to show you up here. But I want to talk to you guys about the colors that Lofos is available in, and also some design and kind of features and benefits, so you can think about how you might want to grow it in your garden. First of all, right here, this is, we have 2 plants of the regular Lofos trailing. This is not the compact version. So this regular trailing Lofos, the larger one, it comes in white or wine red. So whichever option would work best in your garden, you've got those 2 colors to choose from. Now the compact version comes also in white, but also a beautiful deep rose color. So far, the deep rose, the compact Lofos, is my favorite in the garden because it's such a beautiful color. But I love how the white pops everywhere too. So it's just really fun to try these out. All right, so let's dive into some benefits and some features of these plants. Now, first of all, you probably already noticed these beautiful, huge trumpet-shaped flowers. Hummingbirds love these flowers, mainly because of their shape. A trumpet-shaped flower allows the hummingbird to really get in there with their long beaks. So this is a huge attractor for hummingbirds. Another benefit is these are early summer flowering plants. Now, like Sean mentioned, we just planted these about 3 weeks ago, and they're already trailing and filling in. Again, this is up higher usually, and it's just trailing almost all the way to the ground. And it's also trying to wrap around other plants in the area. So it's really fun to see how this can be used as a climber as well, where you could have a trellis behind it or even around it somehow and just let it climb. Another feature, these are self-cleaning, which means they deadhead themselves. So like you can see, we actually have a compact Lofos behind here. This is a white one. And it's all in the deadhead phase right now because we planted that again about 3 weeks ago, and it's just starting to bud up again to flower. So you can see how it's self-cleaning itself right now. And another feature is these plants are well branching and they're really full. You can see in this container where we have the deep rose planted, it's just filling out everywhere. And the other plants we have around the garden are starting to fill in as well. Now, we mixed our Lofos, both compact and regular, in mixed planters around our garden. If you are going to plant them in a container with other partial sun to full sun plants, we would recommend don't mix a regular Lofos with a compact Lofos. Those wouldn't grow very well together because the bigger Lofos would just overtake the other one. So just be really mindful of that if you're thinking of container combos. But as you can see, the Lofos can be used as your spiller in your container combos. So not only can you plant these in containers, obviously, like we have, but they would be wonderful in hanging baskets to let them just trail. Again, you can plant them with a trellis behind it and grow them up as a climber, or let them climb maybe along a fence line if that's, kind of what you have in your garden. So you have a lot of options for design. So here are some companion planting options. We've got a very large container right here that we packed in a bunch of beautiful plants. Right front and center is our compact white Lophos. This is the one I was pointing to that is self-cleaning right now. It's kind of in the process of budding up and spreading out again. Now this is used as a spiller right in the very front of the container. So we expect it to spill over the side and down the front, and we can't wait to see that. Again, this has only been planted for about 3 weeks, so, it's still filling in and doing its thing. But we have a whole bunch of plants here. We have a petunia to the left. We have a scaevola, a couple scaevolas in here, and we also have a sweet potato vine. So this will also kind of act as a spiller. So we're going to have a lot of trailers off of this really tall, large container. It's going to be beautiful. And then in this container, our thriller in the back here is Amanda Via, which is going to spread out and fill in. And so all of these plants grow really well together. They all take partial to full sun. Actually, this Lophos is in more of a full sun location. So yeah, this is going to be beautiful when it all fills in. Now here's another container. You guys have probably seen this already from the beginning of the video. Now this is compact rose. We showed you that a little bit earlier, but oh, isn't that just gorgeous? And it's trailing all over. Oh, there's a bee. It's trailing all over this container and just filling in so beautifully. Now we have it planted here in this round kind of bowl-shaped container. We have a summer wave Terenia on each side here, and then we have a Sinetti paracalis in the back. Now everything is growing really well together and just filling in so beautifully. We love this container.
To grow these Lophos, there's a couple things you need to know. First off, it's really easy. They don't need that much, but what they do need is very specific, and that is you need to grow them in a partial sun location that gets 4 to 6 hours of sunlight, or a full sun location with only 4 hours total of sunlight. They do like to grow in slightly acidic soils, so anywhere from 6 to 6.5 pH, and any general like potting soil, peat moss, perlite, bark, or even a general gardening soil that has some type of organic matter mixed into it will do just fine. Now to water them, they have general water needs, like average water needs, so about a medium level of watering. They like just basically like a moist soil, a consistently moist soil, but not too wet and not too dry. Now, if you want to fertilize them and give them just a little shot of the good stuff, you can always give them every 1 to 2 weeks either a well-balanced fertilizer or a flower fertilizer, and that'll be just fine. You can also do a time-release fertilizer and make sure to follow the label directions. Also, whether you're growing the regular Lophos or the Lofos Compact series, either one of these are great plants for substituting in for either petunias, calibrachoa, bacopa, sweet potato vine, or morning glory. To learn more about Lophos, you can go to suntorygardenclub.com, tap or click on the 3 bars at the top of the page, and then either scroll down the page or find Lophos by tapping the brand button.
And we hope this video was really fun and helpful for you in learning about this plant that we've never grown before. And we would love to hear from you if you've been growing it or if you want to grow it. Let us know in the comments. And stay tuned because we'll show you some updates through the summer too. And from us at Spoken Garden and Suntory Flowers, thank you for watching.